This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's vlog. Now, I'm at BGG CON, so I'm going to have to do this kind of on the run here. So, a couple things I wanted to talk about. Number one is what a fantastic time I had here at BGG CON. I'm really surprised at how warm and kind people were. I mean, this is truly the best convention out there. People are just nice. People, you know, anybody that wanted to play a game, they would play a game, and it was just a great experience. To even go one further, I was just sitting at eating my dinner by myself, and I had gotten done playing a few games, and forgive me, I am looking for something that contains that we're going to talk about very soon, and I was sitting there eating by myself, and I went to go pay, and somebody mysteriously just paid for my dinner, and just shows you how kind people are here. They just out of the blue paid for my dinner, and I was so appreciative of it, and I tried to find out who it was, and I didn't, so whoever you are, thank you so much. Everybody has just been fantastic. Aldi is probably one of the best leaders I've ever met in my life. Humble, kind. I had a chance to sit down and play a game with him. We played Discovers Lands Unknown, which was such a great experience. I had a fun playing with my good friend Keith Collins as well. And it was just, this has been the best convention I've ever gone to because I've had so much fun. You know, I got to spend time with Uwe from Academy Games, and we took a look at the new Storms of Steel, and you'll see a video coming up for that. But we just had so much fun talking, and you know, the video is 5 minutes, but I think I spent 2 hours talking to him, and for me, I really enjoy him, and I look up to him because his company is such a fantastic company, and they've yet to make a bad game in my eyes, and that's all that matters. So you're going to see some great stuff from him, and his son Gunther. What a genius. And they've got 2 great games coming up that I cannot wait to get my hands on. And I'm going to be sure to review them and take a look at them. Everybody's starting to file in, so it's the last day for me, at least Saturday. And there's a lot going on today. So I don't know if I'm going to film today, but and you guys see it tomorrow. But I think this vlog is enough. And we'll do our best with this and try to facilitate everything that we want to talk about. I've sent home a ton of games, which is exciting. But the real thing is that even though I'm here, there's something that's been heavy on my mind, in the back of my mind, and and that's one of our very own. The fires in California have been absolutely ravaging everything that you can imagine. You just can't imagine, especially with Thanksgiving in America coming up this week, how this affects so many people. You know, this is the time of the year when we're supposed to just be there for each other, and we're coming into the holidays where we take care of one another. We tend to think of it more at this time of the year when we should think about it all year round. And for me, it's a time where I really try to push my agenda. You know, we do the best we can with our patron. Our patron isn't, you know, doing as great as it should. You know, it's broken in some ways, and we have to fix it. But we've got some solutions that are coming up, and I just want people to know that this is the time when we need it the most. One of our very own, Rhonda D, some of you guys may know of her. She's always around, and Rhonda Dever. She lost her home in the fire, and I'm going to show you a picture of it because it's absolutely devastating to see. And Hopefully this will pick up on the camera, which I hope. But that's all that's left of her home. There's nothing. As you can see, burnt to the cinders. Gone, destroyed, crushed, and absolutely devastating. And she wrote me a letter, and I wanted to read it to you guys because I asked her if I could. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you directly. Hi, Rob. I'm not sure if or what I should write about in this letter. As you may or may not be aware, my town of Paradise has been practically wiped off the map. We were evacuated last Thursday, November 8th, which is a town of about 27,000. We had 10 minutes to pack before the officials called and came pounding on the door and told us to get out. After helping my son with a few days of clothes, meds, and laptop, I grabbed some files, meds, and a few days of clothes as well. Same with my husband. Took us about 4.5 hours to travel, about 15-20 miles to my folks' house. We're all safe, as well as our animals, and for that I'm truly thankful. But many other towns in the surrounding area were also evacuated, which was another 25,000 people. It is officially confirmed tonight that our home was destroyed. See picture below. I just showed you the picture. Along with over 8,000 other homes in my town. Total number of the structure at this point is over 10,000, I believe. And that number keeps growing each day, as well as the death toll and the missing people, unfortunately. I'm not writing to ask for anything for myself other than lots of prayers, but just wanted people to know there is so much pain and suffering in my local area right now, as well as other areas in California. With these late season fires, we're still in shock, going through many emotions, but at least now we know and can move forward at some point here. Haven't been able to be part of the chat for a while, as my mother was in the hospital last month for 10 days, starting on October 1st when an infection she had went septic and she almost died. She was in a skilled nursing facility until November 1st. It was great to bring her home, even though she had a long way to go with multiple therapies. But I'm just exhausted. Had to try and take care of my 84-year-old father that doesn't hear, cook, or drive, while still dealing with my mom's stuff and now the loss of our home. I know you completely understand how devastating an illness can be and how hard it is to cope with everything. So my life has been a whirlwind for the last 5 weeks or so. So before the campfire, again, not asking for anything. Guess I just needed to tell my story. As Thanksgiving approaches, I'm reminded just how precious life is and how quickly it can be extinguished. Thank you again for all of the kindness you show to the world. For today, that kindness and love is much needed in the town of Paradise. Take care, Rhonda. And then on the bottom again is the picture. So, I call upon you, the many listeners and followers and anyone that can help us. I like to do something to try to help Rhonda. It's so close to Thanksgiving. I'm not asking much, guys, and I never ask you guys for anything, but I ask you to help Rhonda in any way you can. Rhonda has been with us for a very long time and has been a loyal follower. And it's not even that she's a loyal follower, it's just that Rhonda has been very good to us in so many ways, and just has always had a kind word to say, and I can't stress that enough. So I don't know if I should have you email her directly, but what I'm going to do is, if you have any well wishes or anything, please send them to novaprime860@hotmail.com. I will forward your message to her. I like to try to raise up some money and give them a Thanksgiving dinner if possible. I know I'm going to contribute as soon as I get back. This has been on my mind for the last couple days, and you know, as much as I want to have fun, I keep on thinking about the people that are suffering. And I'm having a great time, but deep inside, I know that one of our very own is suffering and needs our help. So I'm going to ask the community and anybody that can help us to please try to let me know what you can do. I'm going to get a hold of Rhonda, and we'll figure a way to get her something so we can take care of her. At least make sure that they can get some extra clothes and stuff and things like that. You know, insurance may cover it, but you know, their life is not going to be sane for another year. Okay, so that's a year out of their life. They got Christmas coming up and so many other things. So I'm really asking from the bottom of your hearts to do whatever we can to help Rhonda. I will contact her when I get back to Florida, and we'll see what we can do. But most of all, even if you can't do anything, just send some well wishes, some prayers, anything you can in the chat or down below here for Rhonda. She can really use it right now. So for me, that'll mean everything, and I think it'll mean everything to her, knowing that so many of us really do care, and we do care, and I know you guys do. So I think that's about it. I'm going to be headed home. We have a lot of work to do. We got the holidays coming up, and most of all, let's start our process in which we help those. If you don't just, you know, the holidays are a great time to spend with your family, but think of those that don't have families, don't have the things that they need, and just stop for a second, and maybe just someone on the road that needs something, or anybody that you know is hurting. A little bit goes a long way. So until next time, this is this week's vlog from Dallas, Texas, BGG CON. We will see you back in Florida very soon. Bye, everybody.